I just received this human skin model in plastic, and let's assemble this together right now so we can understand better different skin layers, which is very important in permanent makeup work, and we can analyze the correct pigment depth. This is the box, and I really like how they described different skin parts, and then explain every single item, and now we have to assemble it. It also comes with the little instruction here, so I will go and do step by step now. Different colors in skin, why different races of humans have different colors in skin. This is like extremely educational. I'm really happy I purchased that. All right, so let's try to put this together now. So this is how it looks. This is the base. Okay, let me figure out where the instructions are. Okay, so I will put this on one side, so it's going to be easier to have a look. So this is basically, okay, this is just the base for the model. So let's put it here. Now we're going to take the skin, which is dermis, and we're going to place it on the model. Okay, so this is the dermis, and now we have the epidermis. This is the epidermis. I believe this is stratum basale. And then now I have these hair. So these are hair, pieces of hair. Everything is stuck together. And the parts are kind of delicate, so we don't want to break them. Okay. So I don't really see any instructions here. Oh, got it. Okay, so instructions are on the other side. Perfect. So let's put it right here in front of us. All right. Okay, these are 4 layers of the epidermis. So the epidermis has 4 layers, but in case of oily skin, it has 5th layer, so it has 5. All right, so let me find. Okay, this is the darkest, so it will go like this. Then we have, you see those little holes, so we're gonna stuck the hair in them. Maybe, okay, yep. We gotta do it from the bottom. Oh, because they have to be apart, right? Because they want to show you all the layers of epidermis. And then I think I can just use this hair randomly. And then the other hole. I hope you can see. I don't really have good light in here. All right. And then we have 2 more layers because it's 4, but it can be up to 5 depending on the skin type. So right here, oh, it's not that easy because I can't really sit down because I want to look at the camera while I'm filming. Okay, this should be okay. But I really kind of want to put them all apart. So we can see, and this is not really, I have to say, this is not really big. I thought it was bigger when I purchased it. I thought the model was, you know, when they show you those pictures. And I think I got it from Amazon, but you can also buy it on walmart.com. They don't have it in the store though. You have to buy it online. Okay. And then this one here. All right, so they all kind of facing the same way. They all facing the same way. I really want to put them spread apart because this is the whole point of showing the epidermis. All right, and then the last part. Okay, and then let me just do this. This is not easy. And this is the first time me doing this. This is the first skin model I'll purchase, which I believe every permanent makeup should have. This is a great way to show your client, you know, to kind of like educate them about the skin and different things. You can use it really for many different things with your clients as well. And okay, so let's say I got it right. So now, why it's not in place? Okay, I see the problem. So it would be better to kind of look at the parts beforehand, but I just wanted to go ahead and do it with you guys. So okay, now it's perfect. All right, so we have our 4 layers of epidermis, and now we need to grab this big part, and we're just gonna stick it in, I believe. Oh, oops. This goes like that. All right. Let's see how complicated our skin is. It's not a piece of Canva like some clients think, especially for corrections. Once the spaces in the skin I filled in, you cannot add any more pigment. Whoa, I love it. I love how it's coming out. Okay, now we have to put the base. And do I miss anything here? Hold on. This is really hard, guys, and I feel dumb because I want to show you. I didn't really take my time to figure this out before. But let's keep going. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I am right here, and then the bottom. But what is these? Okay, let me remove them from the box. Actually, I will need a little knife. Hold on. So before you start doing this, remember to get a little knife. Red, like blood. Okay, we're gonna remove all these little tiny parts. You have to be very gentle because they are extremely delicate and we don't want to damage anything. So these, we're gonna actually analyze them one by one now. Let me get them out of the box first. This is not an easy task. This is a great learning exercise for kids, but for permanent makeup artists, I think this is really a must. All of you guys should have this model at your studio so you can show your clients, and you yourself can better understand the skin, which is the toe of our work basically. Okay, and this is looks like a little gun, or like a little you know, it looks like a hair dryer, but I know it's not. Doesn't it look like a hair dryer? Okay, and these little candies. All right, so we have these parts. All right, so let's keep them here, and now let's go back to our model. So okay, now we have to stack these things. Okay, let's start with the big one. Whoop. So the big one, which is this one, goes in here. Okay, these two holes here, perfect. Why not? All right, let me have a closer look at this. Okay, the first one is actually the first hole. It's gonna be this one. Yeah, that looks perfect, and it has like a rectangular piece. Okay, all right, that's the first one. Then we have, oh my god, this is really complicated. The second hole, I didn't even look at these parts yet, what those are. This is right here, possible. And then now this one is gonna go here. But it's not maybe here. No. Should I return it? Maybe the parts are not perfectly aligned. Maybe just a little bit, oh, hold on. Maybe just a little bit more pressure here. I don't want to break it. Obviously, I was supposed to read the instructions first, which I didn't, because I couldn't wait to assemble this. Okay. Let's see, this goes to the side. No. All right. Let's go step by step. This goes here, but it's not really fitting. Okay, this part here should go right here. Perfect. And this one. All right, there's another two holes here. Perfect. There you go. Right. Wow, I love how it's coming out. Coming up, coming out. Sorry for my English. All right, maybe this. I still wonder. You see how it's not. You see how it's not the right fit. Maybe it's these two holes. No, it has to be these two. But it's too small. Okay, maybe just on one side then. Okay. All right. I think it has to be a little like with some space, you know, like not completely stuck in there. But then, oh, got it. This part here, got it. So I wonder what these parts are. Okay, here. Oh, perfect. You see now these two holes and these are going to click. Oh, no, this one is not gonna get in there. All right, we do what we can. And then what else we have? This one is in, this one is in. Okay, something on the side, which is this one here. Oh my god, look how many holes in here, and I don't really have much pieces left. So this one, okay, because this one has a lot of holes, so it's gonna take the whole space probably. All right, this clicked in perfect. All right, this is a piece of fat. A piece of fat goes right here. Okay. And then these go, okay, so you can see these go, okay, the gray part right here. This one goes this way. Perfect. Those are veins probably. And then this one goes right here. Perfect. And then we take the rest of the model. All right, and we got it. Let's put this one back in. Yeah, it has 2 holes in here, so it's gonna be like that. Honestly, this is very tiny. I thought it was gonna be bigger, and it cost me like around, I think it was $45, but you can find it more or less in this price range, 35, 40. I mean $45, $50. Perfect. All right, now I'd like to figure out how to stick this here. This is probably just the base to like put it, you know, kind of like present it, but I would like the epidermis layers to be nicely separated, but I don't see anything like blocking. Okay, maybe the hair should go that way. Okay, all the hairs are going this way. Perfect. And I think, I thought it was, honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I thought that the layers were like nicely separated by itself, but as you can see, they fall. So maybe with a little tape. Okay, but this is our model, so it looks great. Besides the layers of epidermis, which I really would like to be in place. Okay. So now let's analyze this little booklet. It says 8 minutes to assemble this. I think it took me a little longer than that. Beginner 20 minutes. So you have beginner 20 minutes, average 15, and advanced is 8 minutes. I just took a few minutes break because my phone died, and I was able to disassemble the epidermis and put it back together. So when you're like very gentle with those pieces, like each hair kind of have like a little shelf where you can put the layers. So now you can beautifully see all the layers. And now let's analyze the parts. So this little booklet, this is great, guys. This is great, very educational. So at the back of this book, like inside, I mean, you have the description of each part. For example, erector muscle, this is the epidermis and dermis, and like adipose fat, all like very, very specific little things that you find inside the skin. But what really interests us as permanent makeup, it's very simple. We are interested in epidermis and dermis. So basically, we are interested in these 4 layers of the epidermis. In case of oily skin, it's 5. And this is the dermis. And then you have the subcutaneous tissue, which is basically the fatty part right here. So in permanent makeup, that layer does not interest us because we are only interested in epidermis and dermis. So basically, the correct pigment depth is, this is the basal membrane, right? This is the last, let me just find it here for you. Basal, right here, you see? This is, where is the line that goes with it? On this one right here, stratum basale, basal membrane. So this is where the pigment basically has to be deposited right below it, So right under the epidermis, which is right here in the top layer of the dermis. Because if you deposit the pigment in the epidermis, in about a month or so, when the skin regenerates, the pigment is going to be completely gone because the epidermis naturally sheds, and also it's going to be destroyed by micropigmentation, right? So it's just going to peel a little quicker, but it naturally peels anyway, and every 28 days. So you have to deposit it right under the basal membrane, and the top layer of the dermis, which is right here. Because if you deposit it deeper, the top layer of the epidermis, which has melanin in it, and it's a live tissue, so it basically causes the Tyndall effect, which you can find about in my other videos. And the Tyndall effect distorts the pigment, so it's gonna look ashy and grayish. The deeper you deposit the pigment, the ashier it's gonna look. So remember, this is the epidermis, which is basically in real life, right? Because this is like extremely enhanced version of our skin. But the epidermis, consider, is like as thin as a sheet of paper. This is our epidermis, so right under the epidermis. That's how shallow your work has to be. Okay, I think that's it for now. I really recommend to purchase one of these and get familiar with this little booklet, when you can learn about all different parts of the skin. But as I say, what really interests us is the epidermis and the dermis. And you have some interesting questions here. For example, why different races of human have different colors in skin? So the answer is, human skin color can range from almost black to nearly colorless in different races of human. Color of the skin is determined by the amount pigment in the skin, which is called melanin, as I mentioned before, which is located in the epidermis. Variation in skin color is largely due to genetics. So this is like extremely educational. I really recommend that. And I see here on the box, they also have other parts of the body, but for permanent makeup, this is basically what we are interested in: epidermis and dermis. And this can really help you out. So you can purchase this on Walmart or Amazon. I got this one from, I believe, from Walmart, because it was a little cheaper, like $5 less. I think I paid $45 for it. Right, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.